Hello and welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are watching another chess classic. This one was played in 1957 between Rashid Nezhmetdinov, who was playing with white, and Yuri Kotkov, who was playing with black pieces. What is interesting about this game is that Yuri Kotkov made just one mistake, and Nezhmetdinov, the genius tactician he completely annihilated his position with beautiful bishop pair attack, and of course queen was there also. Beautiful sacrifices and a lot of excitement is ahead of you. So if you enjoy this kind of videos, please make sure to leave a like, comment and share the video, as it really helps me a lot with the growth of my channel. I really appreciate you, and we will now go straight into the game. Nezhmetdinov opened the game with e4, Kotkov replied with e5, knight f3 and knight c6 was played for black, and now Nezhmetdinov decided to play bishop b5, which is Spanish game or Ruy Lopez. Kotkov decided to play knight f6, which is Berlin defense, Berlin variation of the Spanish game. Castle for Nezhmetdinov, knight picks up on e4, rook e1, right now this knight is attacked, and after this knight d6 was played. Nezhmetdinov now picks up this pawn on e5. Black continues with bishop e7. All of these were completely regular moves. Probably you know that taking this bishop absolutely is not an option for black, because after knight picking up on c6 it's a discovered attack, and if you play bishop e7 we will simply pick up your queen and the game is done. So that is the reason why you cannot take this, and bishop e7, normal developing move. Black plans to castle in the next move, and that is the reason behind bishop e7. So our game continues with bishop d3. Nezhmetdinov decided to save this bishop, which is a common theme, but this is a little rarer move than usual. The best way actually to play this is to play bishop f1, with the next ideas playing of d4 and c4, and then developing this bishop after you played c4 and attack in the center. This is how most people play this sort of games, but bishop d3 is good as well, because right now Nezhmetdinov wants to aim at this king side after the castle is done. So black castles, which is expected, and knight c3 was played for Nezhmetdinov. Right now there is a trade in the center, knight picks up on e5, rook picks up on e5, and bishop f6 was played for Yuri Kotkov, attacking this rook. Nezhmetdinov has to remove his rook backwards, so he played rook e3, and black continues with, sorry about that, so rook e3, and black continues with g6 here. So the idea behind this move is that actually black wants to protect this square from potential entering of the queen or maybe even the rook, wants to control of this square, and also blocks the way of this bishop. So that's a good idea for black. That's the reason. And of course you can later fianchetto this bishop on g7. Our game continued with queen f3 for Nezhmetdinov, and right now, although this bishop is not hanging, Kotkov decided to return it back and put it on the safe g7 square. Our game continued with b3, which is a pretty common move in these sort of positions, because right now, as you can see, these pieces are blocking the d4 square and the d pawn, and that is the reason why you are now forced to actually play b3 and fianchetto this bishop either on b2, or you can play bishop a3, often very frequently played this move, bishop a3. So that right now black makes a mistake. He makes a play with his knight second time in the opening. This is not good unless you have a really good reason for that, and Nezhmetdinov immediately sees that bishop a3 is the right move and he plays it. Really, computer likes this move. So right now you are forced to play d6, and after that Nezhmetdinov, the only remaining move and developing his last piece is rook a to e1. Right now doubling these rooks on this open e file. Black now plays knight f6 with the idea to put the knight on a better square, and also maybe enter this with this knight or this bishop on g4. That is the reason why Nezhmetdinov doesn't want to allow that, of course, and he plays h3. Definitely an unpleasant move would be for white to has to deal with this knight or this bishop, and that is the reason because h3 was played. So black now again plays with his knight. He doesn't have a way of developing his bishop, so his idea is actually returning this knight and then putting this knight here and attacking this queen, and that's the idea behind this move. He also wants to maybe pick up this bishop, but Nezhmetdinov for now doesn't care about that, and he plays knight d5. Now if you're thinking what's wrong with 95 again. 95 again, I will now show you, of course. But black played f5. Again, not the best move, because right now you are weakening your position here. You're opening these light squares around your king, but black didn't know what he was doing, and he was he didn't have enough ideas basically in the position. So that is the reason behind this move. And I will now show you what would happen after actually 95 was played. For example, white had this move, picking up and sacrificing this rook for this knight, and after d takes on e5 we have 97 check, and right now you have to move your king, and after that we will pick up your bishop. This rook is also hanging, and after rook picks up on c8, bishop will pick up on f8, and after queen picks up on f8, a queen will pick up on b7, and this would be definitely favorable endgame for white. White is a pawn up, and that is the reason why black didn't want to enter in this sort of endgame, and because he liked the idea, that is the reason why he played f5. Unfortunately, Nezhmetdinov immediately starts using these weaknesses around the black king, and the first sacrifice is coming with knight picking up on c7. The idea behind this is when queen picks up on c7, which was played in the game, happens, the black will have trouble bringing this queen back into the defense, and this queen will be cut off. So that's the main idea behind this move. Right now Nezhmetdinov follows with queen d5 check. King can either block or move with his king. For now you don't want to pin your king, obviously, because a rook e8 would be a devastating blow in this position. So that is the reason why you have to play king h8. After that, Nezhmetdinov continues with rook e8, right now attacking this rook and asking black what he will do next. Black decided to put a small surprise, but of course it wasn't a surprise for Nezhmetdinov. This is now a fork on the king and the rook. So now Nezhmetdinov decided, for now I don't care about that, I will pick up this rook, and after bishop picks up on f8, another amazing move by Nezhmetdinov. Still my queen is hanging, but I need to find the best move. Is there a better move than moving my queen? Yes, there is, and it's bishop b2. Right now this knight is pinned, and you cannot pick up this queen. So black is already in a lot of trouble. He tries to save the position with bishop g7, and right now Nezhmetdinov continues with bishop c4, again aiming at this square here, and after this he can pick up this knight firstly and then checkmate the black king if the black is careless. Bishop d7 was played for black with the main idea to activate this rook and bring more troops into the rescue, if possible, of course. Nezhmetdinov sees this and he plays bishop picking up on f6. Bishop picks up on f6, and right now queen f7. Nezhmetdinov's queen is infiltrating the position, and right now black makes a mistake, and it's a mistake that leads to losing a game. I just wanted to show you before I show you the next move. So the idea for black was actually bishop g5, g3 and f4 was the idea for black to open up the scope for this bishop and to offer some sort of counterplay in this position. Although white is better, that's the way you should continue to play this position. Of course, unfortunately for black, he wasn't managed to spot that, and he played queen d8, which is a huge blunder and leads to a checkmate. After this move, rook e8 was played for Nezhmetdinov, and the game was done. He decided to resign the game because there is nothing he can do. Yuri Kotkov here. The reason why he resigned I will show you right now. Of course, if you decide to play bishop picks up on e8, then queen g8 is the checkmate. After rook e8 check, if you decide to pick up with your queen, now we have queen picking up on f6, this square opened up, and this is also checkmate. Truly wonderful game, and shows you why Nezhmetdinov was one of the greatest tacticians of his time, and in generally in chess. He had a really spectacular games and a spectacular way of seeing the board and seeing the weaknesses in the opponent's position. And this was all I prepared for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, comment and share. As always, you know, I always read your comments and I truly appreciate all of your support, guys. And we will see each other in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.